According to the information reaching us here at this point in time, they said the Nigerian army have captured, according to them, they said notorious ESN and IPOB commander Gento the Yahoo. I have gone through most of the people who is very close to Gento the Yahoo on X, where they normally do their live programs, but I couldn't find anybody who posted such message. So I just want to bring it to our notice. This message is being posted by Daily Post, Nigerian Daily Post, one of their mainstream media online newspaper. So please, according to them, they said they have captured Gento the Yahoo. And to me, allegedly, not until I see the videos or posts from any of the Biafran leaders, DSS disputes Nnamdi Kanu deteriorating sickness, opposite transfer to National Hospital. DSS initiate 5 charges against Sowore. Adeyanju writes open letter to patients Jonathan, begs for mercy. Anyway, my wonderful people here, we go to start this informative where I can come for now, this very point in time. Please, if you get this message, you know what to do. Like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos. The Nigerian army has confirmed the capture of a notorious commander of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and East Arm Wing, the Eastern Security Network, ESN, Ifeanyi Eze Okorienta, widely known as Gento the Yahoo. Troops of the 34th Artillery Brigade, in collaboration with other security agencies, apprehended Okorienta as his hideout in Ako Ihube, Okigwe local government area of Imo State. The military reported that the operation resulted in the seizure of catch of weapons and other items, including an English pistol, 120 rounds of 7.62 special ammunition, 25 rounds of 7.62 mm NATO, a cartridge, 6 mobile phones and military and police uniforms, and a German flag. Troops also uncovered a workshop used for dismantling stolen vehicles for resale and destroyed 10 motorcycles found at the scene. No any single video make on the see. Let it not be what I'm thinking, but make I just keep it to myself until when I discover that all these things are real and there's no any single video, no any single picture. Beyond the Imo operation, troops carried out coordinated mission in Adamawa, Katsina, and Kogi State, rescuing 11 kidnapped victims. 5 persons were freed in the Madagali local government area of Adamawa, another 5 in Malomfasi local government of area of Katsina, while 2 were rescued in Lokoja and Kogi State. Let me pause here and drop this a little message. So, when I don't capture what they call it, Gento the Yahoo, right? But the people who killed over 1,000 people, Bello Tunji, Adamo Aliero, and the rest of them, were the other day having a meeting with security agencies in Katsina. And then, after the meeting, they tell on how to go to capture the Biafran Defense Force commander, right? Yes, now, because it will take, somebody who have been inside the bush to tell somebody how to operate inside those bush. So these people went for that meeting to get intel on how to capture the Biafran armies, so that they will also push them down to the southeast for them to continue their killings. No problem. And the army also disclosed that 2 terrorists were killed in Katsina, where troops recovered an AK-47 rifle, rounds of ammunition, and a motorcycle. In Benue, soldiers killed a violent extremist and seized charms and a mobile phone. 11 suspects linked to armed robbery, gun running, and violent extremism were also arrested across Benue, Kogi, and the Kaduna states. In Plateau State, troops recovered 40 stolen cattle and handed them back to their rightful owners. The Nigerian army attributed this achievement to continued operation with sister services and other security agencies. DSS disputes Kanu's deteriorating sickness and opposes any transfer to General Hospital. The Department of State Service (DSS) has disputed the deteriorating health claims made by the Biafran nation agitator Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to support and justify his new request for transfer from the custody of the Department of State Service (DSS) to the National Hospital in Abuja. The security agencies, while faulting the claims, argued that the health issue of Kanu by his medical consultant was exaggerated and made in bad faith to send false health narrative challenges to the public. In a 37-paragraph counter affidavit opposing Kanu's bid in a movement to the Abuja hospital, DSS averred that it has one of the best medical facilities in the country with capable and qualified personnel that can handle the health issues of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. The counter affidavit deposed to by Dr. Mohammed Nasir, a medical officer with the DSS, averred that Kanu is enjoying maximum comfort in his custody, safe, secured, and enjoying meals of his choice upon demands. The agency asserted that at Kanu's request, several medical specialists from the National Hospital and the University of Abuja Teaching Hospital were brought for him to cater for his medical care. DSS insisted that the Biafran nation agitator is in a stable health condition and dismissed the claims of suffering deteriorating sicknesses. According to the counter affidavit, in July 2021, a consultant of Heartland Cardiovascular Consultants Limited, Dr. Onyi Achilihu, was engaged for the treatment of Nnamdi Kanu. While expressing shock at how Prof. Martin Agbaji, a retired professor from the University of Nigeria in Nsukka, Enugu, came about the deteriorating sickness of Kanu, DSS said that the exclusion of its medical officers who have been managing him without hitches cast doubt on the good faith and credibility of the report and recommendations. DSS also recalled that in 2021, when Kanu was brought into its custody, he had hypertension of 5 years duration with hypertensive heart disease, low serum potassium levels, and recurrent nose bleedings. The agency said that the specialists were engaged with Dr. Abiodun Olugbenga of the Federal Medical Center, Abuja, as medical team leader, and was at Kanu's request replaced by Dr. Onyi Achilihu, who in the same circumstances was in the 2025 replaced by Professor Martin Agbaji. Upon the takeover, Agbaji has alleged to have disrupted the mode of treatment of Kanu by singularly making a sweeping adjustment and attending to him at the exclusion of DSS medical officers, leading to a protest that was ignored. It further asserted that a letter was written to Prof. Agbaji on the consequences of his actions that can lead to blame of DSS on any negative event, but that same was also ignored by Agbaji. Instead, Agbaji was reported to have on August 24 of 2025 unilaterally caused a letter that the continued detention of Kanu without adequate access to healthcare facilities was improper. It averred that before writing the letter, Prof. Agbaji has never faulted, discredited, or scored low the facilities and standard of the DSS Medical Center. DSS averred that the claims of Agbaji was speculative, raising an unjustifiable alarm medically and a mere emotional outburst not expected from a medical expert of his caliber. The security agencies therefore argued that there was no need to admit Kanu to a private ward in public hospital as recommended by Agbaji in his letter. It claimed that the recommended national hospital has no security facilities, personnel, and infrastructure that can guarantee the safety and the security of Kanu. The secret police insisted that the identified elements of Kanu are exaggerated, as they are those that can be handled effectively at the DSS health facilities. DSS averred that Kanu once jumped bail and his bail conditions revoked by the court, adding that it will take full militarization to secure safety and well-being of Kano if moved to the national hospital, as such would also cause inconveniences to other patients and their families. Kano had, through his lawyers, led by Kano Godwin Agabi SAN, filed a motion on notice seeking transfer from the DSS custody to the National Hospital in Abuja. The motion on notice was predicted on a letter and recommendation by Agbaji that the detainee was suffering deteriorating health issues. Kano, in a motion with charges number FHE/ABJ/CR/383/2015, sought an order of the court for the DSS to move him from their custody to the National Hospital. He said that examinations carried out on him revealed issues to his health, including organs such as his pancreas and livers, as well as an emerging lump underneath his armpit and dangerously low levels of potassium. His younger brother, Emmanuel Kano, claimed on his behalf that the doctors who recommended that he be moved to the National Hospital as an interim measure to afford him medical attention and forestall further decline. The applicant's health is seriously deteriorating considering the nature of his confinement, thereby making more pressing the need to bring his application and have the same heard by a vacation judge, Agabi said. He alleged that a letter by the doctors to the Director General of the DSS advising the transfer of Kano had gone without answers. He said the urgency of the matter had therefore necessitated the filing of the application as a measure to arrest further decline of Kano's health while spirited efforts were being made to treat him. A federal high court sitting in Abuja on Monday, however, declined to hear the motion for transfer from the custody of DSS to National Hospital in Abuja. The presiding judge, Justice Musa Liman, said his failure to sit as a vacation judge had ended on Monday and therefore lacked the jurisdiction to entertain such a new matter for hearing, according to the information. DSS initiated 5 charges against Omoyele Sowore. The Department of State Service has initiated a 5-count legal action at the Federal High Court in Abuja and included some social media companies in the case involving human rights activist Omoyele Sowore. Nigeria News report that social media platform X, Twitter, Meta, Facebook were listed as defendants over Sowore's post against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The charges sheet states that Sowore is alleged to have used his official X account and his Facebook page on August 25 and 26, 2025 to post comments labeling Tinubu as a criminal and accusing him of dishonesty regarding corruption during an official visit to Brazil. Court documents cited on Tuesday revealed that the charges marked FHE/ABJ/CR/484/2015 were instituted by the Federal Republic of Nigeria as complainant with Sowore X Incorporated and Meta Incorporated listed as defendants. The DSS alleged that the posts were false, defamatory, and capable of inciting public disorder, thereby violating provisions of the Cybercrimes Prohibition Prevention Act Amendment, which is of 2024, as well as sections of the Criminal Code Act. Moving forward, Adeyanju writes open letter to Patience Jonathan and begs for mercy. Popular Nigerian activist Deji Adeyanju has written an open letter to former First Lady Patience Jonathan. In a letter shared on his Facebook page on Tuesday, the lawyer lamented that the alleged death of one of Jonathan's former domestic staff members who was imprisoned alongside his colleagues. He said that the deceased and other domestic staff were standing trial over allegations of missing jewelry. According to Adeyanju, the deceased, Sahabi Lehman, and the 14 others were arrested in 2019 and have been kept in custody since then. The letter reads, for more than 5 years now, 15 of your former domestic staff have been standing trial over allegations of missing jewelry. They were arrested in 2019, kept in custody, and have since been dragged through the courts without resolution. Along the way, one of them, Sahabi Lehman, fell seriously ill in prison and has now died. That death is a reminder that justice delayed so severely becomes no justice at all. It should also make us look again at the entire case and the toll it has taken on all involved. There is no longer about the stolen jewelry, but about people who have been locked up and suffering for too long. Even if they had been found guilty, they would have not spent this long behind bars for such an offense. And if they are innocent, then we have all watched them suffer for nothing. Punishment must have a proportion, and what is happening here is far beyond proportion. I therefore appeal to you as a mother figure in our nation to discontinue this case as an act of fairness, to let compassion guide your decision and allow these ex-workers a chance to rebuild their lives. This is another headline that we have treated this moment. I think I'm able to convince you, but not to confuse you, that they said Gentle the Yahoo have been picked up by Nigerian military. Anyway, confirm the news and then drop whatever you know concerning this matter at the comment section of this video. Have a nice day, and may the good Lord continue to bless us all as He blesses you and all the members of your families.